to make you smile. Come relax and chat with Glendora for a while.
Now, this is a chat with Glendora, soul to soul. I love your soul, and I love to talk to your soul, and I love to hear from your soul. And Phil is going to tell us about a miracle that happened with Charter Spectrum. Phil, a long time ago, I felt that there was a possibility that I should have internet free. And I told you about that several times. Now tell us the story.
Well, you got the idea from all of the things that Spectrum mailed you, saying you should have free internet. You got several things in the mail that you kept, and I reiterated over the phone to Spectrum several times. You keep getting mailed these things saying you can have free internet, and then when you call for free internet, they don't give it to you.
They give you something, they make you buy something else.
Yeah, like TV, which you don't have a TV. So, finally, after calling several times and going into the store, I got a woman who seemed very amenable. She was actually pretty nice and quick about it. She said, okay. I told her what we wanted, free internet. She said, okay. And so she did some technical wizardry, and she said, the new bill on the next billing cycle will be your phone plus tax. $14.99 plus tax. That's it.
Hi, folks. Wonderful little remote shutter switch. Amy, there's two different animal organizations, and one is named Farm Animals Rights Movement, right?
Yep.
And the other one is named Humane Farming?
Yeah.
Well, folks, would you please contribute to both of those? What they do to those terrible animals is beyond our acceptance. And Meals on Wheels today brought veal. You know what veal is? It's a baby cow, stolen from its mother as soon as it's born, and given foreign food, and its mother's milk is sold away for money, for greed. So look at what they're doing to animals, and please do not have anything to do with it yourself. Stop putting money down on the cash register counter at the grocery store and paying somebody else to perpetuate this cruelty. No. Amy, do you have an article there from the Advertiser?
Yes.
Oh, goody. Will you grace us, please?
Sure. It says the Advertiser, Thursday, May 18th. Glendora Vegetarian Club. Good news, everybody. The bulletin for Hudson Valley Community College is out, and this summer they are offering a course in vegan cooking. Hooray. And there is further joy. Also being offered this summer is a course in vegan baking. Let's go. Here's how it goes, folks. You do what your conscience tells you to do. If your conscience tells you not to do it, don't do it. This means you will be without guilt, and since you are without guilt, you will be without fear. You are being good. You have nothing to fear. You are impervious to sickness and sin.
Nice. Very, very nice. I would like to have you read that again, would you? Here's how it goes, folks.
Good news, everybody. Here's how it goes, folks. You do what your conscience tells you to do. If your conscience tells you not to do it, don't do it. This means you will be without guilt, and since you are without guilt, you will be without fear. You are being good. You have nothing to fear. You are impervious to sickness and sin.
That's total freedom. Are there any jokes with that, huh?
Jokes number 1 is, why do people laugh up their sleeves? That's where their funny bone is. Number 2 is, I started out in TV 65 years ago with a kids show. Why? Because I wanted to start out small. Number 3 is, the farmer planted his potatoes with onions so he never had to water them. The onions would make the potatoes' eyes water. Number 4 is, the country boy was in New York for the first time. He crossed the street when the sign said, don't walk. The policeman said, you're not supposed to cross the street when the sign says, don't walk. The boy said, "I'm sorry, I thought it was an ad for the bus company." Number 5, the last joke says, a counterfeiter went into a small store and said, "Will you cash this $18 bill?" "Sure," the owner said. "What do you want, 2 9s or 3 6s?"
Amy, very good for you. This is a chat with Glendora, soul to soul. I love it. My soul next to your soul, and we're one. And it is show number 14,228, Amy?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
And it is on May the 22nd, 2023, Anno Domini AD, the year of our Lord. And what is this first page, sweetheart?
Those are the list of expenses.
Oh, okay. Is this a good picture of it, hon?
Yes.
All right. Here's the process, folks. You spend the money in the daytime, and then you come home and you put down the date and the day and the product. We spend it for vegan meat, vegan canned meat, fried chick, and Chinese protein, and tender bits. Oh, all such beautiful and tasty and no cruelty meat. And then you put down how much tax you paid. And you do that every day. And Amy, at the end of the week, do you know what's next?
Yeah, we give it all to Wayne.
No, we're going to change that. At the end of the week, you categorize each expense. You put this under groceries, you put this under clothes, this under technical equipment, this under non-employee compensation, and so forth. There's about 20 categories. And then do you know what's next, Amy?
No, I don't know what
It
comes.
isn't fair to you, honey. Then you add up each column, okay? You add up all the groceries, you add up all the non-employee compensation. And then what do you do, honey? You go put it on the month sheet, on the year sheet. And you put down for the month of September, for instance, how much money you spent for groceries in September, and how much money you spent for non-employee compensation in September. And then at the end of the year, Amy, you add up all the money that you spent for groceries, you add up all the money you spent for clothing, you add up all the money you spent for gasoline. And then you go to the year sheet, hon, and the year sheet tells you all the money that you spent for these articles from the year 1937 to the year 2023, and you add up all the groceries you spent in 2023 to all the totals you had from 2027. No, 37. And then you have a lifetime of expenses. And Wayne has been doing this out of generosity and good spirit and clean conscience. And we're going to try to take that away from him, that load. He's been doing it for 3 years. And brilliantly. Amy, what's this?
I believe that's the list for the Loma Linda stuff. It's backwards, so.
Loma Linda, dear?
Yeah, the words are backwards.
The food order?
No?
It's like there's 2 pieces of paper stuck together. I can't see the words.
Oh, okay. How's this?
Oh, that's better. Okay. It's still backwards though, but I can see it better now. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's the menu order for the Worthington Foods and the Loma Linda.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Can you read it to the folks?
Sure. There you go. Okay, it says Worthington chili, choplets, fried chick, saucettes, scallops.
These are all vegetarian meats.
You have vegetable.
No animals.
No, it's vegetable steaks, vegetarian burger, Loma Linda vegan links, Big Frank's linkettes, Little Links, Swiss steak with gravy, tender bits, and tender rounds with gravy.
Oh, thank you, Timothy Owen, Seventh-day Adventist Church, Guilderland. It came to how much, Phil?
$93.70, I believe.
Okay, rounded off to 93. And that'll do us for a month, won't it, Phil?
That'll last you for a couple months, maybe.
And I'm going to give some of it to the Resource Center, who gives free food and clothing to the poor.
The paper is backwards.
Backwards.
There you go. It's upside down now. It's okay. It says, soul to soul, jokes, hymn, and Bible verse.
Oh, okay, Amy. The first one is, the teacher said, draw a picture and bring it up to my desk. And the little girl brought up her picture, and she said, this is a cow eating grass. And the teacher says, this is a blank piece of paper. I don't see any grass. And the little girl says, well, the cow ate it all. Well, I don't see any cow. And the little girl says, well, when the cow ate the grass, she left. And then, Amy, what's the great thing about being an American?
I don't know.
The last 4 words are, I can. I can, I can, I can, I can. Remember the little engine? Did you learn that nursery rhyme? Little engine, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Next going, honey.
We have can of peas.
Pass that one because we put it in the speech.
Extensive care.
Yeah, do you know that one?
No.
The little boy told his friend that his daddy was in the hospital, and when they had the operation, they put him in the expensive care unit.
Tub or shower.
The room clerk said to the traveler, do you want a room with a tub or a shower? And the traveler said, well, what's the difference? And the room clerk said, well, with a tub you get a chance to sit down.
Hotel sign.
The sign that they have in hotels on the wall, have you left anything? The sign should be, Amy, have you anything left?
Life insurance.
Life insurance. Phil, can you say that one to me? Life insurance is, you bet you're going to die, and the salesman bets you're going to live.
And you hope he wins, but you end up paying for it.
Yeah, and then you pay for it. And you hope he wins, and then you pay for it. Thanks, Phil.
You're welcome.
That's the voice from the kitchen. And the voice from the kitchen brought us mashed potato today with green peas mixed in with it, and with Worthington Morningstar Farms chicken patties. And Phil, tell us about chicken patties. And Phil, tell us about the vegan rolls. The vegan rolls from Walmart.
Oh,
Chinese rolls.
you can get them in a lot of places now. It's egg rolls that are vegetarian and don't contain any egg. You'll find them in the freezer section, and they take just a few minutes in the oven.
And delicious. With a touch of soy sauce. Yes. Thank you, Phil.
And without all that oil.
And we've, that's another step for plant-based. Next going, Amy.
Strange and wonderful.
Marilyn says, my boyfriend and I have a strange and wonderful relationship. He's strange and I'm wonderful.
active in church.
Is your husband active in church? Yes. He wiggles, squirms, and fidgets.
Mind cannot absorb.
Anybody giving a speech should remember this, that the mind cannot absorb more than the seat can endure.
And the last one is Beethoven.
Oh yeah, this fan of the composer Beethoven went to Beethoven's grave, and the fan for Beethoven composer is standing there, and he's hearing all these magnificent Beethoven symphonies being played coming out of the ground. But they are being played in the reverse order in which they were written. They're being played backwards. And he says to the gravedigger, I'm trying to listen to composer Beethoven's symphonies. They're being played backwards. They're being played in the reverse order that they written, like 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th. And the gravedigger says, don't you get it? He's decomposing. Where do we go next, Amy?
The next is the Bible verse.
Oh, Bible verse.
Matthew 5:16.
Can you read it, Amy?
In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven.
Oh, that's good. Again, Amy, please.
In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven.
Oh, good, Amy. You know what that's saying, folks, to you and to me? That you go out and do grand things, not to show people how great you are, but to glorify your Father in heaven. That's what we're doing it for.
The hymn is Whispering Hope.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Soft as the voice of an angel, breathing a lesson unheard. Hope with a gentle persuasion whispers her comforting word. Wait till the darkness is over. Wait till the tempest is past. Hope for the sunshine tomorrow. After the shower is gone. Whispering, whispering hope. Oh, how welcome thy voice is, making my heart in its sorrow rejoice, 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 rejoice. Did you enjoy my accompaniment, all the noise in the kitchen?
It was good.
Did you like the accompaniment, Amy, all the noise in the kitchen?
Oh yeah, that was great.
Well, thank you, honey. What else is there?
The vocab word is admirable.
Yeah, we did it, honey.
And that's it. That's on the page.
Oh, good. You want me to take it and put it in the soul-to-soul drawer?
Sure.
Okay, sweetie.
There you go.
You got any other papers, or do I have them?
You have the last one. It's the events.
Oh, that's nice, Amy. Yes, please.
Okay, so the first event is Spectrum.
Spectrum. Phil, I told you what Spectrum did. They were charging us, Phil, for months for TV, and we don't even have a TV set?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right, dear?
Correct.
What else?
When you tried to get cheap and free internet, they gave you faster internet, which you didn't need, and then made you pay more.
And they cut the bill, Phil, from $60 to $10 a month.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it had something to do with my age. It didn't, Phil? And being on network and the disabilities and all that.
I think your age is why they've been sending you so many things saying, call us.
Yeah.
We'll give you free internet. And then they say, we don't have free internet. Here, let us sign you up for something else.
My being blind helped him. He couldn't find that I had had no TV set. Next, Amy.
Andrea.
Oh, Andrea. Oh, she's so good. She reads me the prayer, the daily prayer. Mary Baker Eddy, and it is so good. And she teaches me, folks, you don't think about bad things. You just think about good things and the greatness of God and the goodness of God. And you don't complain, folks. No. You don't criticize, okay? Thank you, Andrea in Rhode Island. Next, honey.
Mark Unger.
Oh, Mark Unger. Mark Unger. And David Brown on Sentinel Watch. Telephone. Can you give him that number? Have you memorized it? The 602, right?
Yeah.
And then 200, is it?
Yes.
And 7002, Amy?
Yes.
Would you say it again?
602-200-7002.
Yes.
They can also find the website for it. Where all available episodes in the past are.
Oh, thank you, Phil.
You're welcome.
You just take that number and you dial it on your phone.
Oh.
That's all you do.
It feels so good.
And what did they talk to you about? Well, last week it was about purity. You know something? I think we've all wanted to be pure, haven't we? Huh? Haven't we?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's button 5. I've done it wrong, as usual. On TV, I've done this for 75 years. Every demonstration is wrong. This is Christian
Hello.
Science.
Thank you for calling the Christian Science Sentinel Watch telephone line. Press 1 to begin this week's Sentinel Watch broadcast. This, sir, connecting to the Sentinel Watch RSS feed podcast.
Whew. Oh, I feel so much better.
Feeling the need for a little inspiration? Well, you could get out in nature.
That is Jenny Sawyer. She's a host on the ones this week. Every week there's a new one. It starts up on Monday. Well, listen, I found that so helpful in bringing happiness and joy and accomplishment and peace. I would like to pass it on to you. Oh, have I finished up everything now? No.
The next one is Madeline and 6 cats.
Madeline rescued a mother kitty who gave birth to 6 kittens. So she's bringing them through their 2 months, and then they will have their alterations, and then we'll hope to find homes for them. But probably we'll have to take them back to the feral place. But people do feed them at the feral place. And then yesterday, honey, she just rescued 4 more ferals. And they have had their operations this morning. And when they're well and well fed, they're going back to the feral spot where people have promised to feed them.
Work up to date.
Work is up to date. Amy, you've done a good job. Your work is up to date.
Thank you.
We can't say the same for Phil, but he does work awfully hard.
They keep putting things on my list.
Ow.
Next, Amy.
Captain Dunnigan.
Oh, Captain Dunnigan is such a joy. He's a pilot for the American Airlines, and he flies a plane to India. He leaves here on Monday, and he gets to India. And then the people get off, and then he stays over, and then he flies it back on Wednesday. It's 15 hours in the air. That sounds like such a responsibility to me. And I think that I wouldn't be good at it, but here's what he said. I love flying. He loves to fly an airplane that's 3 football fields long, seats 307 people. And he told me again how joyful he was Thursday when he came back, and it was a beautiful landing. I said, what makes a beautiful landing? He says, well, you're coming from this 500 mile speed down to 0, and you've got to land this huge plane gracefully. But I just loved it, the fact that he's doing what he enjoys doing and does so well. That's what all of us should do. Then you know you're working with God. Anything else, Amy?
Lisa McGee.
Oh, Lisa McGee. Yes, she's going to be a terrific person to take care of the Glendora Franklin Museum for the preservation of the Pro Se Public Access newspaper record. She's going to be terrific. So when she comes over Thursday, we're going to ask her to go to the museum and look it over. Next, honey?
Sentinel Watch.
Sentinel Watch. We covered that.
Sausage.
What, dear?
Sausage.
Phil, what were we supposed to say about sausage? Sausage on a pancake? On a stick? Oh, hey, Google. Thank you very much. Next, Amy?
Madeline For More Cats.
Yep.
And
Next?
Speech Alliance.
Yep. We dictated the speech email to Victoria. Thank you, Madeline. And Victoria is going to send it to Patricia Nichols, and Patricia Nichols is going to send it to the Advertiser newspaper. And then you will see it. And then you will see it. Next, honey?
That's all for events.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
May the God of peace sanctify all of us completely, through and through. Amen.